So now we're going to jump into the smartphone, and this will change depending on the smartphone you have, but this is the iPhone 6 and a pretty popular choice. It's one of my favorite cameras, so I just wanted to go over some of the key features. First off, on the left side here, you have your image review, so you can go through and see what photos you've taken. This is your shutter release technically, so that's where you take the photo. You can then see that past photo come up in that thumbnail section. And another option for your shutter release button is your volume button up here, and it's the volume decrease, and you click that and it takes a photo. And this is a great way, to take landscape photography. Maybe you don't have a free hand and you're able to hold your camera just with one hand, so you go and do that and you take a photo. This is also, getting into the selfie world, a great way to go and take a selfie. Down here you have different scene modes, so this is putting a filter on your photo. Typically I take the photo normal, and then later on I'll do any tweaking to it that I want. On the right side here you have your flash on or off. You can select auto, you can select on. The next you have HDR mode, which is high dynamic range, and really this is a pretty complex thing, but more or less what it does is it gives you more information in the highlights, more information in the shadows. I typically just have this on because I think having more image quality, having more information is always a good thing. Next you have your timer button, and you can set for 10 seconds, 3 seconds, or off, and that's just to allow yourself as a photographer to get in the shot or just to have a countdown. And next you have the camera flip, which allows you to take great selfies and see what we're doing over here. Those are sort of the key buttons that you see here. The next thing to get into is you have photo, you have video, you have slow-mo now, you have time-lapse, which means it's going to take a photo every few seconds. Going the other way, you have square mode. This is obviously for Instagram, so you know what's going to be in your frame. And then you have panoramic, which is something we'll get into later on, but it allows you to take a series of photos and stitch them all together. This is really one of the best cameras out there in terms of portability and just sort of the ease of use. And that's the smartphone.